Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you and Ranking Member Cantwell for holding this hearing this morning, to the members of the committee for all of the great work that's going on. I'm very excited that you're talking about a comprehensive energy bill that's going to start with energy efficiency, because it is, as you both said so eloquently, the cheapest, fastest way to deal with our energy needs. And I want to just salute my partner in this effort to pass the Energy Efficiency and Industrial Competitiveness Act, Rob Portman. He actually had dark hair when we started on this initiative. We are both getting older while this is going on. This is legislation that I sometimes call Shaheen Portman. He calls it Portman Shaheen. But whatever you want to call it, it is a big step toward a smart energy policy for this country. And I just want to thank Senator Portman for his very productive partnership in this effort. As you pointed out, Madam Chair, earlier this year with the committee's assistance, and I want to recognize Senator Hoeven, Senator Klobuchar, Senator Franken for their effort to help us pass a targeted version, a mini version of energy efficiency that included 3 provisions. It passed by a voice vote, and the House followed suit last week, and the President is going to sign it into law, and it will be the first energy bill that has passed Congress this year. So I think hopefully that bodes well for the opportunity to do more in energy efficiency. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about the legislation that Senator Coons and Schatz and Collins are all here also to address, but just to say I think there are some terrific ideas. I'm proud to co-sponsor a number of those, but do want to highlight, as Senator Coons did, the bill that he and Senator Gardner are working on, because I think there is tremendous opportunity for us in the federal government to save money through energy savings performance contracts. They're no-brainers, I think, as we look at how we can save money. And as, again, everyone has said so eloquently, energy efficiency is something that we can all get behind. This is not, it brings us together on a bipartisan, bicameral basis. Now, since the early 70s, we have through efficiency, saved about, or reduced our energy use in this country by about 60%. And I think it shows what could be done if we can pass Portman Shaheen in this session of Congress. By 2030, if we pass the legislation, the bill would create almost 200,000 jobs, cut carbon emissions by the equivalent of taking 22 million cars off the road, and save consumers over $16 billion a year. So this is a win-win-win. As the chair alluded, we introduced this bill first in the 112th Congress, then the 113th Congress, so I'm hoping third time is a charm. It has tremendous support from all sectors, people who don't usually all support the same bill, environmental groups, business groups, from the U.S. Chamber to the American Chemistry Council, to labor organizations, because it creates jobs, it reduces costs to consumers, and it is good for saving on pollution. So, Madam Chair, as the committee is thinking about moving this comprehensive energy bill, I hope you will think about the opportunity to mark up and move separately the Energy Savings and Industrial Competitiveness Act, because it has already been vetted, because this committee has had a chance to look at it in the last 2 Congresses. I'm hoping that you will agree with me that it deserves a separate examination that is outside of the comprehensive energy legislation, and then if the committee feels that you need to put it back in, I certainly understand that, but I hope that given all of the work that's been done, that you might be willing to consider this as a separate bill outside of the efficiency title in the legislation. So again, I thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I look forward to seeing the great work that's going to come out of this committee on a comprehensive energy bill, including efficiency.